Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Memorial Field in Natick, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school JV girls soccer contest between the hosting Redhawks of Natick High School and the visiting Brookline High Warriors. This is the first of a doubleheader set of streams we've got lined up for you today, as the varsity teams will be taking each other on here at this same field once this game is finished. But for now, we got some JV action coming up. The Wi-Fi is acting a little shaky out here. Just adding a note here. 1 second, folks. Just a little note to let folks know that even though the Wi-Fi is a little shaky out here in Natick, I am always recording these broadcasts at the same time that I live stream them. So, you know, even if the video ends up being immensely choppy throughout the broadcast, I'll have a fully recorded version I'll be able to upload later tonight that won't have the choppy video. During this live stream, we should still have some decent audio at least, so you should be able to at least somewhat follow along with the action. We got 35 minutes on the clock for the first of two halves here. Brookline going to get the first possession, and here we go. This one launched up the near side here, and that's going to roll out and very quickly be Natick ball. It's been a little while since I last covered this Brookline JV girls team. I covered them in their season opener at Weymouth. So a little bit of a refresher in terms of the names as number 36, Nicole Mayer, takes the ball for Brookline, sends it out to the far side. A couple of deflections. Brookline staying after the ball, and the pass goes back to number 17, Lulu Leary. Tried to send it out to the far side to number 14, Shira Hagan, broken up by the Natick defense as the Redhawks now trying to work up the far side themselves, trying to keep it away from the pressure. A dangerous pass back, as applying pressure there was number 16, Donna Lisai for Brookline. Natick now moving with the ball. This is number 7, Aubrey Marino Wong, taking it down the sideline, cutting back, passing back to number 6, Marissa Hui. Pass to the middle, deflected by Leary, but recovered by Natick. Number 18, Olivia Diagostino, passes it back, and now a swing back over to Hui, who lifts it into the box. Blocked, I believe, by Hagan. Clear, not powerful enough, and we got a long shot that's going to go high and through the football uprights, and it'll be a goal kick for Brookline. Starting in net for the Warriors today, number 38, Liv Clowder. Not tested on that play, but could be tested again if another shot like that comes in. I think that shot came from number 8, Sierra Curran. As they set up, looks like Mayer is going to take the goal kick for Clowder and just give it to Clowder. Interesting strategy here as they work it to the outside. Pass up the line for Leary, and a pass now broken up, taken away by Natick. Dribbling with it now is number 15, Mia Burns. A pass to the middle, quick pass back. Dribbling around, an attempted pass from Diagostino, broken up, cleared away by Brookline, but a long kick back in. Easy pickup off one hop for Clowder. Clowder opts to punt towards midfield. As that's going to bounce along, this might be a chance for Lisai. Racing after it, Lisai has got it. Met by the defense, but the defense falls, and finally someone breaks in and breaks up that ball and gets it out the sideline to prevent a corner kick. Big hustle back on defense by number 10, Gabriella Dugan. Throw in for Brookline from number 18, Reed Glover. Couple bounces. Out of bounds stays with Brookline. Looks like number 25, Madeline Hatchett, is going to throw this one in. Hatchett throws to Glover. Tap back to Hatchett, and she tried to lift one, but with it coming off her right foot, she couldn't keep it from curving well wide of the net and well wide of any teammate that might be able to knock that one in. It'll be a goal kick for the Red Hawks. Lifted out to the near side, deflects off the foot of Glover. Downed by number 12, Lily Burke, but it's taken back by the Red Hawks. Pass up the line is complete to Marina Wong. Pass goes back. Now to the outside to Huey. Huey miscommunicates, I think, there with Marina Wong, as that pass easily taken by Mayer. Sends it up the middle, knocked away. Red Hawks take it back, give to Marina Wong. Marina Wong fires one into the box, taken off one hop. Liv Clowater looking like a first baseman on that snag as she rolls that one into Hagen. Hagen could not get past her defender there, but an interception takes it back for Brookline. Pass up the middle is complete to number 15, Lillian Treestman, but Natick swarms defensively, takes that ball away. Deflection back to, I think, Leary. Pass over to Glover. Glover trying to send it up the line, does get through. Lasai trying to push it up, but that's just going to be an unfavorable deflection, and that'll be a Natick throw-in. About 5 minutes in, the two teams trading pressure back and forth. No real dangerous chances here. The most dangerous we've had so far was the shot from Sierra Curran that sailed high. This throw-in goes to Curran, but Burke swooping in to take it away, passes back to Mayer. Mayer, pass across to Hagen, knocks it to the middle, looking for Hatchett. Hatchett trying to fight her way through, but it's deflected. She gets a pass to the outside to Glover. Glover holding the ball, trying to dribble around her defender. Almost cuts around, but just couldn't stay with it. It was just deflected away and cleared out by the center back. Long pass gets up to number 2, Penny Robertson. A pass to the outside gets to Marina Wong. Marina Wong battling against Mayer. Pass towards the middle. I think this is D'Agostino. Pass back. Marina Wong winds and fires. A long shot, couldn't get enough on it, and it's taken off 2 hops by Clowater. Natick settling for some longer shots early here. No real big test for Clowater. Brookline looking for some better opportunities. They're almost getting on some breakaway rushes, but haven't been able to break through the Natick defensive wall. The Red Hawks passing around. That one gets to Curran, who sends it up the far sideline. Looking around, slides past to the middle to D'Agostino. That one poked loose by Burke, chased down by Leary. Pass to the outside is stolen away, given back to D'Agostino. Pass back to number 3, Delilah Carey. Carey sends it up that far sideline. Pass goes back to Carey. Carey trying to avoid the pressure from Hatchett. Pass gets to Curran. Curran slides it across, and it's sliced by Glover, trying to clear that one out. Instead, it'll be a throw-in for Natick. Huey threw it in. D'Agostino jukes around, long shot towards the post, punched away by Liv Clowater. That one's going to roll out the back line. That'll be a corner kick for the Red Hawks. First corner kick of the day for either team. As that one almost snuck inside the left side post. Low corner kick is knocked out by the Brookline defense. That'll set up another corner kick. Almost 13 minutes into this, or actually almost 8 minutes in, because we started with 35 minutes rather than the 40 minutes we get in the varsity matches. All that to say, about 27 minutes still on the clock here in the first half. This one coming in a little higher, bounces past everybody. No Natick players were in position to head that one in. D'Agostino fighting as it's knocked out, walled off by Hatchet. That'll be another corner for Natick. Coming from the near side corner this time. Setting up to kick it, number 15, Burns. Burns sends it in high, punched away by Clowder. And couldn't be booted out fully as it's passed back to Carey. Back and forth. Carey breaks through, lifts one towards the box. Burns wide open, takes the ball. Defense crashing, but Burns slips it through for the first goal of the game. That's a tough one for Brookline. They just didn't expect the ball to go all the way over to that near side. And as Burns was left all on her own there, just a lapse in coverage for Brookline. And then the defense trying to get back there, but that almost ended up backfiring because while the shot was right at Clowder, she was almost screened by the defender. Might not have been expecting a shot to come in while Burns was manned up like that. And as a result, went right through her legs. And Natick's got the 1-0 lead. Battling along the sideline, it's out of bounds, and it will be Brookline ball. Lasai, a quick throw into Hatchet. Hatchet can't get around her defender. It's knocked away. Marino Wong sends it upfield. Controlled now by number 24, Molly Allen. Pass out to Mayer. Sends it up to Hatchet. Outside to Glover. Glover's kick is blocked. Second attempt blocked, but this time blocked by the hand. They call the handball there on the defender, number 16, Corinne Therian. It'll be a free kick for Brookline inside the 30-yard line of the football field, and a nice sideways angle could potentially lead to a crosser chance for the Warriors. They try and answer back. Nicole Mayer will take this free kick for Brookline. Lifts it towards the swarm of bodies. It's deflected away by the defense. Leary tried to get a boot on it, but whiffed with her left foot, and it's cleared out by Natick. Ball's chased down on the far side, sent back to Clowder. Clowder, line drive up the middle. Corralled there by Treestman. A pass across and out of bounds. It's going to be a Natick throw-in. Huey set to throw this one in. Up the line, right to Mayer. Mayer fits past through to Hatchet. Taps it forward for Glover. Knocked away by Huey. Try and sneak a pass through, but it's intercepted by Burke. Up to Glover. Glover's pass blocked by Marino Wong. Huey sends it up to Marino Wong. Marino Wong racing down the sideline, picking up speed. Burke trying to stay with her, and Burke knocks it away, but knocks it out the back line. That's going to be another corner kick for Natick. Burns sending in the corner. Off a foot, it goes wide. Natick actually did well to get a foot on that ball, but that's only half the battle. You got to make sure it's coming off at the correct angle, as that one came off the foot of Therian and flew out of bounds. Clowder lifts this one up the middle, gets to Lasai. Lasai around midfield, sending a pass up the line for Glover. Glover trying to send one back for Lasai, but knocked away by the defense. Just a little too far forward, but Therian can't get her foot on that ball. She was trying to see if she could get a kick up the line, but just whiffed on it. Throw into Burke, pass up, deflected by Glover, but bouncing along, and it's going to be cleared out by the defense. Burke knocks it down, but goes right to Therian. A pass across, now up the middle, knocked away by Burke, up to Hatchet. Hatchett's pass to the outside. Huey takes it, slips and falls, but gets right back up. Forces a pass through to midfield. Knocked away by Allen. Allen gives to Burke. Now back to Mayer. Mayer fakes out. A pressing forward, gets it up to Burke, and now back to Allen. Back over to Mayer, who sends it up to midfield, deflects off the body of Hatchett. Booted forward by Curran, taken by Allen again, goes back to Clowder. Still a 1-0 Natick lead off the goal from Mia Burns. Mayer with the ball. Managed to get the favorable deflection off the foot of Marino Wong that time. Mayer throws this one in, deflects back to Mayer. Lifted up, knocked away. Gets to D'Agostino, poked loose by Burke, and Hatchett gets it, passes back to Leary, up to Burke, and back to Mayer. Now over to Allen, a little bit dangerous for the center back, but she gets the pass away to Mayer. That pass wrenched away from Leary by Curran, gets to D'Agostino, who sends it out near side for Marino Wong. Keeps it in bounds, heading for the corner. Her kick is blocked by Mayer, and that's going to set up another corner kick for Natick. The Redhawks have been doing a good job putting themselves in position for these corner kicks. We got 3 players checking in now for Brookline. The substitutions: number 32, Charlotte Moore; number 26, Sloane Kepler; and wearing number 21 today is Ariel Decter. She normally wears number 28. Corner kick coming in. And it's off the head of Mayer, straight up in the air. Headed back to the outside, but that's back to Burns. Tries to pass in, knocked away by Mayer. That's going to roll out of bounds and be a Natick throw-in. Huey throws it in off the head of Decter. And it's D'Agostino taking that ball back, being pressured by Lasai. Passes it to the back line. Booted upfield by Natick's number 10, Gabriella Dugan. Allen trying to knock it away, but it goes back to Curran, who passes to the outside to Burns, who then sends it further out to, I believe, Carey. Tries the crosser, bouncing past everybody. Wow, that was dangerous for Brookline. They're lucky nobody was there. Mayer trying to clear it out. It's taken by Huey. Knocked away. Good effort by Decter there as it gets up to Lasai. Her kick deflected away. Decter sends it upfield. Now taken and booted away by number 9, Reese Zahernaki. Brookline able to take it back around midfield. Kepler's pass to the outside could not be corralled. Taken by the Redhawks. Pass back looking for Curran. Curran's pass complete to, I believe, D'Agostino. They work it to the outside to Huey on the near side. Huey tries a pass, but it goes right to Decter. Decter sending it up the line. And a hard trip there. D'Agostino got ball and Lasai got leg, and so that's going to be a foul on Lasai and a free kick for Natick. 18 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Natick up 1-0 on Brookline. This one lifted in, deflects off ahead. Marino Wong pops it up in the air. It's headed forward, but way off the mark from the net, as that's going to... I think that was number 24, Abigail Aronson, who got her head on that one. With the goal kick, Mayer gives it to Clowder. Back to Mayer. And swooping in for some offensive pressure was number 12, Sophia Potts. Got the ball loose, but couldn't get enough power on a quick turnaround shot as Oh, they're actually going to say that went out the back line, and it'll be a goal kick, which means Natick can send in some substitutions. Among them, I see number 13, Kylie Fontes, and I think I saw number 4, Kiernan Batat. Working it out the far side, Brookline. Trying to push it forward, it goes out of bounds. Throw in, booted away by Charlotte Moore. Treisman tried to corral it but couldn't, taken by Natick. Pass up the middle is stopped. Good defense from Allen. Kepler swings pass over to Moore. Moore boots it across midfield down to the Natick end. First time in the Natick end in a little while, it feels like. Number 11, Allison Natick, chases down the ball for the Redhawks. Forced to pass it out of bounds to get it away from the forward pressure. Far side throw in, bouncing along. Deflected away by the defense. Treisman trying to take control. It's booted away by Dugan out of bounds. It'll be a Brookline throw-in, and there'll be enough time for some subs to come in for the Warriors. And indeed, they will come in. Coming in for Brookline, number 6, Dia Vazirani. Number 17, Vasanti Croto. I think I also saw number 22, Gianna Castro, and number 23, Maya Thompson. Throw in coming in. Booted away there by Aronson. Gets up to number 13, Fontes, but her pass back flies out of bounds. Brookline ball again. That throw-in bounces off a body, out of bounds. Natick ball. Now the Natick throw-in. Goes off ahead. Downed, and Allen manages to keep it away. Passes back to Thompson. Thompson slides it out looking for Dector, but Marino Wong takes it away. But a pass too far out of bounds, Brookline ball. Dector throw in, goes off ahead from Hatchett to Kepler, tries pass forward, intercepted by the defense. Tapped forward by Thompson, gets to Moore. Moore's pass deflects, and Kepler comes back for it. Pass back and back up to Kepler. Kepler's kick is blocked, taken back by Natick. They try and fit a pass through, but it's not there. Thompson tries to clear, but it's taken by Aronson. Long shot from Aronson is going to bounce well wide of the net. Goal kick. Clowder gives it out to the far side. Sent up the line, deflected by Carey. Hatchett trying to take control of it there, but can't get enough on a pass. Natick takes it away, gives a pass to Aronson. Pass back misses Huey, and that's going to roll out of bounds on the near side. A little past midfield, Brookline ball. Just over 13 minutes left here in the first half as Dector throws it in, misses Hatchett. Croto taps it up to Vazirani. Vazirani trying to break through. Dia Vazirani juking around. Oh, couldn't get past the last defender as it's cleared out by Natick. That was a big push from Dia Vazirani, who is now called for the foul after bumping Huey a little too hard. Last time I had the privilege of covering this JV girls soccer team, it was Vazirani and Croto connecting for Brookline's one and only score in a 1-1 draw with Weymouth in the season opener. Free kick from Natick, booted upfield, deflects. Couple players battling for it, but Allen keeps it away from Potts. And an attempted shot there is juggled by Clawiter. Okay, now she's got it. That was a little clumsy off the pop fly shot from Fontes. Never really a threat to score. But if Natick had been more aggressive to the ball on that one, that could have been an easy knock-in, but really no way to predict that one was going to be dropped. Now out of bounds, Brookline ball. Throw in, off the foot of Vazirani, out of bounds. Throw in, downed by Kepler, and it rolls out. Natick ball once again. Natick moving further into Brookline territory. They're now close to the 20-yard line of the football field. Huey throws it back to Marino Wong, knocked out by Vazirani as they go backwards. Huey, another throw in, downed by Kepler, tapped up in the air by Hatchett to keep it away from the Natick midi. Vazirani tries to kick it upfield, blocked by Dugan, but Vazirani staying after it, deflects it to Croteau, who sends it back to Hatchett. Hatchett's pass knocked away by Natick there. Natick moving it up the middle. Potts the pass over to Batet. Sends it back to Carey. Carey tries to swing it to the middle, intercepted by, I believe, Kepler. By Moore, excuse me. Give and go between Croteau and Moore. Moore tries a pass from midfield, intercepted easily by Natick. Pass it back to Batat. Batat sends it up the middle, knocked away by Allen. Goes back to D'Agostino. Across to Aronson. Aronson trying to fake out, but lost control of her dribble, knocked away by Hatchett. Now Vazirani trying to take it up the near side, trying to fit a pass through, gets to Croteau. Croteau swings it out the far side, and it's kept not in bounds. Croteau sent a pass kind of backwards, and number 8, Cassandra Olszewski, thought she was supposed to be racing upfield, and so was caught going the wrong way from where the pass was going as it rolls out. 9.5 to go here in the half. Throw-in goes off ahead. Popped up in the air by Fontes, knocked away by Gianna Castro. Natick sends it back into the corner. Battling with it is Penny Robertson against Castro. Robertson's kick blocked by Castro. And that's going to roll out of bounds, Natick ball. Throw in. Goes back. Tapped backwards, and it's taken by Vazirani, but a little too far out in front of her was the ball. It's taken by Dugan. Dugan muscles past Hatchett and gets it up to Batet to prevent the potential Brookline rush there. Now the pass over to Therian. Therian swings it near side to Huey. Huey up to Aronson. Pass back. Does get to Dugan. Kicks it away. Intercepted by Olszewski. Olszewski gives to Kepler. Back to Castro. Up the middle to Moore. Moore looking. Boots one across midfield. It's a race to the ball now. Vazirani putting on the Jets. Gets to the ball, trying to keep it in bounds and cannot. Rolls out on the near side, Natick ball. Huey throws it to the middle. Tapped back. And it's going to be booted out of bounds. Really nowhere to go there for, I believe, Dugan. Throw in, tapped back to Hatchett, tries to send it forward, knocked away by Huey. That goes out the far side, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Brookline ball, 7.5 to go here in the first half. Throw-in goes off ahead. Croteau trying to chase up for it, but could not get around the defensive carry. Given to Therian, who passes it to the middle to Aronson. Goes near side to Marino Wong. Marino Wong trying to take off down the sideline. We know she's got speed. Tries a pass to the middle. Disrupted by Allen, but recovered by Natick. The pass back misses Marino Wong. Huey recovers. Pass back to Marino Wong, and that pass deflected out by Dector. This throw-in deflects around. Pass back. And booted in by Dugan. Again, deflecting around. Curran takes control. Passes back to Therian. Therian's pass blocked, but does get over to Batet. Batet sends it out the far side. Now a pass back. They go around the triangle back to Therian. Therian passes back to Carey. Carey lifts it to the middle, gets to Curran. Curran's shot blocked by Thompson. Now a pass back. Ball's loose. Croteau taking control of it, but again, the dribble too far out in front as easily deflected away by Dugan. Up the line, knocked back by Olszewski. Croteau gets a foot on it, sends it to the middle for Vazirani, but it's knocked away by Curran. Goes back to Natick and over to Dugan. Dugan pass over to Zahernacki. Zahernacki sends it up the line, intercepted by Dector. And Dector runs out of room along that near sideline, out of bounds, Natick ball. Yeah, it can be tough sometimes when you want to pick up speed and really push upfield as a striker. If you push too hard, then the dribble's just going to roll away from you because that ball is going to move faster than you yourself will move on this turf field with, you know, very little friction to speak of. Out of the throw-in, it's muscled away by Hatchett. Hatchett sends a pass to the middle, knocked away by Natick. Croteau fighting to take it back. Battling with Therian. Therian takes it and sends it up the far side out of reach for Robertson, and that'll be a Brookline throw-in. Two more subs coming in for Brookline here. Checking back into the game, number 14, Shira Hagan, and number 18, Reed Glover, as they replace Dector and Hatchett. Throw into the middle to Moore. Tapped up to Kepler. Kepler trying to decide where to go as she dribbles back and has it stolen. Stolen on the attempted turnaround. Natick tries to pass, blocked by Allen. Now Moore gives to Kepler, tries to give and go with Moore, intercepted by Curran. Curran's pass out to the near side to Burns. Burns sends in a shot, but not enough power from the left foot, taken off one hop by Clowder. Clowder sends it up the middle, knocked down by Curran. Gets up to Fontes. Fontes sends it to the outside to Burns. Burns battling with Glover as Glover takes it away on the near side. Pass to Moore. Slides back to Glover. Now up the field to Vazirani. Vazirani pushes through one defender. It's knocked loose by, I believe, D'Agostino. Tries a pass. Kept not in bounds as she tried to get that pass to Burns. That was Therian, not D'Agostino. My mistake. Oh, no, they actually called a foul on Brookline before it went out of bounds. Or no, it's out of bounds Natick ball. Boy, it took me 3 tries, but I eventually figured out what was going on. Throw-in bounces out of bounds off Brookline defender. It'll stay Natick ball. A little less than 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Remember, the clock will be stopped at 2 minutes left to represent stoppage time. And once we hit that mark, only the officials will know exactly how much time is left in the half. And we'll just have to wait for their double whistle to signal halftime. That one rolls out of bounds again. Natick ball. Throw in from Zahernacki, deflected away. Recovered by Therian. Pass back. Dugan boots it high in the air towards the box. Off the bounce. And it goes off the foot of Fontes out of bounds. Goal kick for Brookline. Looks like Clowder is going to take it herself. Sent up the middle, taken by Curran. Taps it over. They try another pass, intercepted by Moore. Moore boots it across the field. Dugan going to get there first. Almost lost control of it as Croteau comes in to apply pressure. Dugan just keeps control and boots it back to midfield. Burns, pass to the outside. Got away from Curran, out of bounds. Clock now frozen at 2 minutes to represent stoppage time. This throw-in deflects a couple of times. Booted up in the air by Curran. Deflects and Burns gets past Curran. Give and go back to Burns. Burns battling on the near sideline as she pushes through Glover. Tries a crosser into the box. Blocked by Allen and booted away. Taken by Zahernacki. She boots it up in the air back towards the box. Off the bounce, it's caught by Clowder. Clowder punts it. And there's the double whistle, and that is halftime. Our score at the half, the Natick High Redhawks 1, the Brookline High Warriors 0. Mia Burns, the lone goal scorer in the first half. This video, first there is a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Soccer Booster Club, which supports all 6 Brookline High soccer teams, girls and boys, varsity, JV, and freshmen. And then you can also find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. For over 100 years, the Brookline Community Foundation has been a trusted partner, supporting Brookline by investing in organizations and initiatives that help create opportunity and promote equity for everyone who lives, learns, works, and plays in our community. Among the foundation's many grant programs is the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, which provides graduating BHS students with scholarships to help fund post-secondary education. Your help is crucial to supporting Brookline youth as they embark on the next steps in their educational journeys. Visit brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442 to learn more for Brookline High School and how you can make a difference right here. Section down below. And for now, I'm going to take a break and mute my mic and run a YouTube ad break, but I will be back with the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. Hello again, back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Memorial Field in Natick, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the second half of this high school JV girls soccer contest between the Brookline High Warriors and Natick High Redhawks. We start the second half, Natick with a 1-0 lead over Brookline off a first half goal from Mia Burns. Natick sends it all the way back to their goalie, who boots it up in the air off a deflection. It's being chased down, taken ultimately by Donna Lasai for Brookline. Pass back to Madeline Hatchett. Hatchett tried to get through a defender, but runs out of room on the far sideline, out of bounds, Natick ball. Marissa Huey throwing it in. It bounces along. Booted away by Molly Allen for Brookline. Gets up to Vasanti Croto. A pass up for Lillian Treisman. Tried to give it to Lasai. Deflected away by the defense. Their attempted clear intercepted by Hatchett. Hatchett's pass up intercepted by Gabriella Dugan. Natick working the ball to the near side. Booted upfield. Knocked down there by Brookline's number 29, Noah Fisher. Throw in for Natick. Delilah Carey throws it in. And trying to dribble with it is Sophia Potts. Knocked away from her. Recovered by Carey. Pass up to Burns. Burns, the lone goal scorer. She passes it back to Therian. Now a quick move over. And an attempted shot by D'Agostino is blocked by Hatchett. Recovered by Therian. Pass out to Burns on the left side. Burns tries to cross her in. Picked up off the bounce by the Brookline goalie, Liv Clowder. Clowder punts it, and that goes off the hand of Ari Dector, and it'll be a free kick for Natick. And they go for a low free kick up to Therian. Therian sends it to the outside, trying to muscle her way through is Huey, but cannot. Hatchett takes it away, gets it up to Lasai. Knocked out of bounds by the defense of, I believe, D'Agostino, and it will be Brookline ball. Thrown from Dector to Hatchett, tries to send a through pass, intercepted by Dugan. Dugan sends it upfield, goes off the head of Potts, and they lost track of it, but the shot from Potts goes wide. Fisher kind of lost that ball in between her feet there, but Potts just didn't have enough on that one for a goal. Nicole Mayer sends it out far side again. Cannot be corralled on the high bounce by Dector as it bounces out of bounds. Throw in, pass to the middle to Therian. Therian dribbling, it was poked a little bit by Burke, but Therian stays with it, but her pass to try and get away from the pressure misses her target and rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Brookline throw-in. Sloane Kepler to throw this one in. Up the line, taken by Carey. Carey's pass intercepted by Kepler. Her pass misses Hatchett, taken by D'Agostino. Now a pass. And that one up from Therian, missed by Kepler. Burns trying to pass for Potts, too far, kicked away by Mayer. Battle around the middle for it. D'Agostino keeps control, pass to Therian, upfield to Potts, knocked away by Allen. Kepler chased it down, boots it upfield. Blocked, but passed forward by Treisman. Croto swoops in to take it. Croto, a chance shot. Score! Vasanti Croto from Lillian Treisman to tie it up. Beautiful score there, and it all started with Lillian Treisman getting a foot on it in traffic, sending it forward. Vasanti Croteau in the perfect spot to take it, run with it, and sends a beautiful shot to the left side post, out of reach for the keeper as Brookline knots it up at 1. Brookline keeping up the pressure as Lasai tries to send it to the middle, staying after the ball, but it's knocked away by Natick. Huey's pass intercepted, though. That's Hatchett. Tries to pass for Croteau, knocked away by Dugan. Brookline's gotten a real spark of energy off of the equalizer score. Vasanti Croteau, the freshman. Second time I've covered the JV girls team, and the second time Croteau has scored. This time off the assist from the sophomore Lillian Treisman, who managed to get her foot on the ball through traffic to tap it forward to lead for Croteau on that nice scoring play. Pass up, complete to Kepler, who leaves it for Treisman. Goes back to Kepler, who pops it high in the air, over the head of Lasai. Trying to stay after it, but Huey gets to the ball first. Huey sends it out the sideline. It'll be a Brookline throw-in deep in Natick territory. Just under 29 minutes on the clock here in the second half of this ball game. Throw in. And it's going to be booted out of bounds there by Marino Wong. Another far side throw in for Brookline. Dector throws it to Lasai. Lasai holding it in the corner, covered by Huey, and Huey does tap it out of bounds, but does not send it out the back line. Good poise from both players on that play, I would say. Dector, another throw in off the head of Lasai this time. Trying to keep it in bounds along the baseline. She does, lifts it up in the air. Oh, just out of reach for Treisman. If she had managed to get her head on that one, that might have been a goal, but instead it's going to go out the back line now and be a goal kick. Goal kick flies towards midfield. Pushed forward by Potts, but Allen back there to get it. Send it back to Clowder. Pops it up in the air, goes off the head of Curran. Curran heads it down again, trying to keep it in bounds, and cannot. Brookline throw in from about midfield. Sent up the line, Treisman trying to give chase, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Natick's number 14, Rose Gaugen. Throw in. Deflects out again, stays with Brookline. Another throw in, downed. Croteau fighting for it. Kepler recovers the loose ball, lifts it into the box off the head of Lasai. Open chance, tapped. Oh, just high and wide off the foot of Madeline Hatchett. Brookline, a couple of big chances in the box these past couple possessions. They're really turning the heat up here in the second half, but there's still plenty of soccer left to be played here with 26 minutes and 20 seconds still on the clock. Goalie boots it upfield, downed by Potts, gets back to Therian, sends it up the far side looking for Marino Wong. Deflects too far forward, and Mayer's going to get back there. Pass back to Clowder, up to Burke, to the outside, off the head of Dector to Hatchett. Hatchett trying to tap it out. Mayer wasn't quite ready for it, and it rolls out of bounds before she can get to it. Throw in, knocked away by Mayer. Chasing after it is Therian. A pass to the middle, intercepted by Lasai as she comes back for that one. Sends it upfield. Treisman giving chase. Treisman's got a chance. Treisman, oh, she tripped. Was she pushed? They call the foul. They call the foul. I think that was in the penalty box. I think this is going to be a PK chance for Brookline. Lillian Treisman had a step on the defender. Treisman, I think, might have stumbled a bit and slowed up her pace, and as a result got hit in the back by the defender, knocked her over, and that's going to be a clear as day foul. And now it'll be a PK chance for Brookline. Big opportunity for the Warriors here to try and tie this one up. The shot is in. Madeline Hatchett delivers on the PK, and Brookline has taken the lead. Didn't try anything too fancy, just kept it nice, clean, and simple. Sent it low right side. Easy money for the go-ahead score. But again, Lillian Treisman playing a big role in both of Brookline's goals today. She got the assist on the goal by Vasanti Croto and then drew the foul in the box that got Madeline Hatchett the PK chance to give Brookline the lead. A timeout has been called, I presume, by Natick, as Brookline has now completely flipped the script here in the second half. The Brookline varsity team has just gotten off the bus here. We'll have that varsity game live for you right after this one. That stream, of course, will be unlisted, so be sure to ask a player, coach, or parent that you know if they have the link to that stream. If you don't already have people with the link, will be able to see that stream. Out of the timeout, we'll see if Natick was able to make some adjustments. Natick works it to the near side to Carey. Up the line to Burns. Pass back to Curran and back to Carey again. Goes back to number 14, Rose Gaugen. They work it across to the far side. Kick upfield by Dugan. Finds Marino Wong. Marino Wong running with some space here. Winding up for a crosser. Sends it into the box, and it's scooped up by Liv Clowater. Clowater punts it towards midfield, bouncing along. Off ahead. Pushed forward, I think, by Olszewski. And it's going to be picked up by the Natick netminder. Goalie punts it far side, out of bounds. Throw in, knocked down, taken by Huey. Huey up the line to Marino Wong. Now a pass back to, I believe, D'Agostino. Sends it up to Marino Wong. Sends it back to Therian. Therian's kick blocked. Therian recovers it. Staying with it. Gets a pass up. A shot from Robertson is saved by Clowater. Good patient hands there from Liv Clowater to keep the game tied on that one. Couple attempted kicks are blocked by Natick. Ball deflects out to Curran, sends it back to Carey. Carey fakes out the midfielder there, sends it up to Burns. Burns battling, but against the double team, no chance. Taken away by Diavazarani. Pass to Hatchett, back to Allen. Allen. It's stolen away. Now, pass to Curran. Curran fights through her defender, tries a shot, and it's a pop fly catch for Clowder for another save. Clowder punts it across midfield, deflected down by Natick. Rolling through the middle, it's taken by D'Agostino. Pass to Curran. Pass back to Carey. Carey sends it across the middle to D'Agostino. Sending a pass forward, leading for Marina Wong. Down the far side, Marina Wong cannot keep it in bounds. Rolls out the back line. That'll be a goal kick. 21 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the second half. Brookline leading Natick 2-1. Substitution for Natick, number 24, Abigail Aronson back in the game. Brookline working the ball up the middle. Pass back from Allen to Mayer, up to Hatchett, tapped out to Olszewski. Olszewski back to Mayer, slices it towards the middle, and deflects off a couple of players. And Robertson gets her foot on it, sends it up for Marina Wong, dribbling towards the corner. Crosser comes in. No angle for a proper crosser there. It's going to be easily picked up by Clowder. Clowder boots it towards midfield again. And I think they're going to call a knock in the back on Brookline there. Wasn't the heaviest contact right as the ball was coming in, just enough to throw the player's trajectory off. And I mean, that's the kind of safety risk that the officials are just going to look at and immediately blow their whistles. This one sent in, a chance for Curran, but she's cut off by Clowder. Clowder line drive punt. Dugan stops it and kicks it back the other way to Curran. Curran to the outside to Burns. Burns looking around, pass back, D'Agostino. Slides it over to Aronson. Aronson back to the near side to Carey. Up the line to Burns. Burns taps it back to Carey. Carey back up to Burns. Burns tries a shot wide of the net, and it's caught anyway by Clowder. Clowder goes for a drop kick. Lost off the foot of Hagen. Natick ball. Throw in from Carey. Off the foot of Curran, out of bounds. Now Brookline ball. Throw in to Hatchett. Sends it upfield. And sending it out of bounds is Gaugen, as Brookline had some players chasing for it. The throw-in from Vazirani goes to Hatchett. Hatchett lost it to D'Agostino, but Hatchett stays after it and gets a deflection. It's deflecting inside the penalty box here as it goes off the head of Carey. Rolls out the back line. Oh, they're either going to say that was deflected off of Hagen or that it was a force out of some kind. And now there's going to be some substitutions. For Brookline, 4 subs coming in. Gianna Castro, Maya Thompson, Charlotte Moore, and Lulu Leary back in the game. For Natick, Kiernan Batat back in. Goal kick. Deflects and gets to Aronson. Aronson's pass deflects right back to Aronson. Sends it up a different angle, finds a target. That's Robertson. Robertson's pass to Marino Wong. Slightly disrupted by Thompson, but Marino Wong stays with it. Pass back Robertson again. Winds and fires a kick across the field. Burns is open and on sides, but her kick is blocked at the last second by Dia Vazirani. That will still be a corner kick for Natick, but that was a very dangerous play there. Very similar to how Natick got their first goal with Burns, but Vazirani able to hustle back and stop that one. Corner kick. Line drive in. Deflects back. D'Agostino there launches a shot high and wide. 16.5 to go here in the second half. Brookline still holding on to a 2-1 lead. Oh, excuse me. Clowder gives to Thompson. Thompson tries to send it up the line, blocked by Natick. They take it back, go for an instant crosser. Sliced off the foot of Gianna Castro, just enough to keep it away from Burns. It will roll out on the near side and be a Natick throw-in. Burns throws it in. Pass back. Burns. Crosser. Bouncing along, almost a chance for Marino Wong, but she was tangled up with Olszewski. And this time, Brookline is going to take a timeout. 15 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock here in the second half. Brookline with a 2-1 lead over Natick. All right, out of the timeout. Goal kick for Brookline. Clowder sends it out the far side to Dector. Dector could not keep it in bounds. She almost got a favorable deflection off the foot of Marino Wong, but it goes out before she can get her foot on it. Throw in. Battling for it. It's pass back to Huey. Huey boots it upfield. Knocked down, but Natick staying after it. Now cleared out by Allen. Huey runs out of room on that far side. Brookline ball. 14.5 to go here in the second half. Battling with the ball on the far side. It's lost. Taken by Aronson. Sends it up the far sideline for Marino Wong, who puts on the Jets, gets to the ball, but runs out of room along that baseline. Well covered by Thompson. and it will be a Brookline goal kick. Clowder gives it over to Castro. Castro up the line, knocked away by Carey. Carey taps it for Burns. Back to Carey. Carey back to D'Agostino. D'Agostino dribbling. Got some space. Pass is blocked by Castro. The attempted kick by, I believe, Kepler is deflected out of bounds by D'Agostino, and it will be Brookline ball. Throw in to Hagen. Hagen's pass back knocked away by Batat, but it's going to bounce out of bounds and will once again be Brookline ball. Brookline certainly in favor of all these knocks out of bounds as it allows them to kill clock with just over 13 minutes to go and a 1-goal lead. Throw in. Booted towards midfield by, towards the middle of the field by Kepler. Battling for it. Decter gets a pass back to Thompson, who sends it upfield. Knocked away and running out of room, but it was deflected out by Decter. It'll be a Natick throw-in. 2 subs coming in for the Red Hawks, number 11, Allison Natick, and number 12, Sophia Potts. 1 checking in on the back line, 1 on the front. Throw-in goes off the head of Decter, downed by Huey. Huey can't get through Decter. It's knocked out of bounds, stays Natick ball. Throw in. See a body's fighting for the ball. Coming out with it is Reed Glover. Kicks it upfield, blocked by Natick. Gets up to D'Agostino. They go for a give and go back to D'Agostino. Thought about the shot, but just didn't have enough room for it as it's cleared out by the Brookline defense. Huey takes it back, rushes in, sends a high floater. Oh, just over the crossbar. Boy, that one it's a sigh of relief for Brookline and a groan of disappointment for Natick as that one looked like it was going to fly in. Had a really nice rainbow trajectory there, but just over the crossbar. Ball's given to Clowder. Sends it upfield, knocked down. Gets up to Batat. Batat swings it out to Marino, heading towards the middle. Opts to pass it back to D'Agostino. D'Agostino looking around, sends it back to Marino Wong. Trying to evade the pressure from Glover. Passes out to Huey. Huey trying to work up the sideline, knocked out of bounds, Natick ball. Huey throw-in goes off the head of Glover and off the foot of Thompson away. Taking control as D'Agostino passes it back to Dugan, swings it over to Carey. Lost control of it as Kepler knocks it away, but in open space it's taken by Aronson. Aronson passes up to Marino Wong. Marino Wong thought about a big kick, but sends it back to Huey instead. Huey fakes the big kick as well, gives it to Aronson. Aronson trying to send it forward for somebody, but nobody was running up for it, and she put a little too much on it anyhow. That's going to be a goal kick. Subs checking in for Brookline, Madeline Hatchett back in the game, replacing Visanti Croto. And 3 subs checking in for Natick, Sierra Curran and Corin Therian. And 1 more, I think it's Kylie Fontes. This pass from Brookline blocked by Marino Wong gives to Curran. Back to Marino Wong on the give and go. Marino Wong putting up the speed. Crosser, not enough on it. Again, we talked about this a little in the first half. When you start putting on the speed, that ball can very quickly get away from you if you, you try and tap it forward as you're putting on speed. It's going to get away from you. This one taken back by Therian, given to Burns. Pass back to Carey. Carey up the line, pass back to Carey. Sends it back forward, booted away by Castro. Off the foot of Natick, headed forward by Hatchett. Hatchett gets around her defender. Hatchett passing forward. Hagen, if she can get to the ball, she can't. A little too far forward, and the goalie picks it up. Almost a big scoring chance for Shira Hagen off the leading pass from Madeline Hatchett, but just a little too far forward with the pass. Hatchett now passes out to Dector, sends it forward, knocked away, and stolen back by Therian. Up the far side to Marino Wong. Pass to the middle to Burns. Burns kick blocked. Burns recovers it, passes it back to Dugan. Up to Therian. Knocked loose by Leary, but Therian recovers it, passes it out to Huey on the far side. Huey bringing it up. Pass, nobody there, and booted away easily by Thompson. Natick recovers. Burns tries a pass, intercepted by Moore. Moore sends it way upfield, and it's a foot race to the ball. And Hagen's not going to be able to get there before it rolls out the near sideline. It'll be a Natick throw-in with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second half. Throw-in goes off the head of Moore, off the head of Hagen, back to Kepler. Kepler tries to fit a pass through, but it's knocked away by the Natick defense. Intercepted back by Leary, sends a pass forward to Hagen, stolen away by Carey. Carey's pass over to Burns. Burns lifts one. Marino Wong putting on the Jets. Cuts around her defender. Marino Wong with a chance. Shot is saved at close range by Liv Clowder. A limited angle, but a clever shot from Aubrey Marino Wong. Almost turned into a tying score, but Clowder reads it well. Now Brookline reading it well on the counter. A big chance here. A shot just wide from Glover. Another great rush from Brookline. Another great pass from Madeline Hatchett, but just a limited angle, and they're not able to put that one in. 3 subs coming back in for Brookline: Lily Burke, Lillian Treestman, and Donna Lasai. This kick up, forced forward, but kicked away by Castro. Gets up to Treestman, tries a pass but didn't put enough on it. Stolen away by Carey, sends it up the line looking for Fontes. Fontes going to be cut off by Castro, who makes it look easy as she knocks it out of bounds. Throw in, right to Curran, and Curran's kick launched way too high. Looks like a chance in the box, but it's so tough getting the trajectory you want when you're kicking a bouncing ball out of the air. And a lot of times the kind of trajectory you get is what we just saw there, which is a high one. It's hard to get your foot on top of the ball when it's bouncing that high. Clowder boots it out to the near side. Kepler takes control of it. Taps it back to Leary, who gives it right back to Kepler. Kepler with some space now. Pass to Treestman. Gives it back to Kepler. Kepler dribbles back to the Brookline end. Looking for an opening, and it's not there as Carey takes it away. Pass to Burns. Burns sends it up the far side. Marino Wong with a chance again. Cuts around her defender, charging in. Whoa, what a stop by Clowder! Liv Clowder attacking the ball there, and a big stop as that had tying score written all over it. Clock now frozen at 5 minutes to represent stoppage time. Only the officials know how much time we have left. The triple whistle will signal the end of the game. Natick trying to send another one to lead for Marino Wong. Clowder leaving nothing to chance this time. She comes out to grab it herself. Clowder punts it. Deflects over to Huey. Huey pass intercepted by Thompson, but intercepted back by Curran. Gets to Marino Wong. Marino Wong winds, fires, and it goes off the hands of Clowder again and over the bar. It will be a corner kick for Natick. You know, I give a lot of credit to Liv Clowder today. She gave up a tough goal through her legs in the first half, but she has rebounded very well here in the second half, and her teammates have rewarded her with a lead. Corner kick comes in, knocked away, but right to Dugan, who launches it high. Subs coming in for Brookline, Cassandra Olszewski and Dia Vazirani back in the game, replacing Kepler and Dector. Castro gives to Clowder, slides it over to Castro. Castro, a pass to the middle, dangerous, intercepted by Curran, pass for Burns. Castro comes back to cut it off, as does Allen, as they just barely box it out. That was a very dangerous potential turnover there by Brookline. Clowder punts it away, and it's knocked loose by Vazirani. Vazirani tried to pass, disrupted by Huey, but taken back by Vazirani. The attempted pass there, not there. It's going to go out of bounds and be a corner kick for Brookline, though, as Huey deflected that one out of bounds. Brookline could potentially put the nail in the coffin if they score to take a multi-goal lead in stoppage time. But they could also just hold the ball in the corner and kill clock, as they got a couple players there. That's what they're maybe going to do. No, they're going for a passing play here. Oh, but they lost control of it, knocked away, back to Burke. Burke lifts it high in the air and taken off the bounce by the Natick goalie. Olszewski was trying to race after that one, but no dice. Goalie punts it high, deflects down. Taken by Therian, slides it across to Huey. Huey sends it forward to Marino Wong. Marino Wong's had a number of great chances this half as she gets a pass over to Potts. Potts fighting through. She's still got the ball, but running out of room as the double team arrives, and Vazirani kicks it away. Gets it up to Lasai. Lasai can't keep control of it. Knocked away by the Redhawks. Out to Carey. Carey pass complete, and a favorable deflection as Hatchett knocked it off of Burns. Brookline throw in. Knocked out of bounds again by Carey. It stays with Brookline. Brookline taking their time as Olszewski throws it in, bouncing along. Carey takes it, pass up to Burns. Burns upfield off the head. Bouncing, dangerous bounces. Allen trying to stay with it. Oh, Potts almost had a chance, but couldn't quite get her foot on it. Brookline has got to be careful. They have not won this game yet, and they've almost given up a couple of dangerous turnovers. Potts trying to push forward. Allen boxing her out as Clowder picks it up. Clowder punts it. Bouncing along. And there is the triple whistle. And there is your ball game. The final score, the Brookline High Warriors 2, the Natick High Redhawks 1. Brookline answering very well in the second half. Natick took the 1-0 lead going into the halftime break off a goal from Mia Burns. But then Brookline answered back very well. First, a tying score from Vasanti Croto, assisted by Lillian Treestman. And then later in that second half, Treestman drew a foul and got Brookline the PK chance. And it was Madeline Hatchett on this play here, delivering what turned out to be the game-winning score. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all so much for tuning in today, everybody. Remember, if you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I know the Wi-Fi connection hasn't been good for this one, but don't fret. I will be uploading a full recording of this broadcast later tonight, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. Also, be sure to check out the description section of this video, where you can find some helpful links, a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Soccer Booster Club, which supports all 6 Brookline High soccer teams, girls and boys, varsity, JV, and freshmen. You can also find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. And you can also find some links related to me that you can also see in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, if you would like to find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip past all that, you can email me directly with any questions, requests, or comments you may have. And I will be posting highlights from this game later tonight on this YouTube channel. But you can also find them on my social media on Instagram and Facebook. You can see the links to those accounts, again, bottom right corner of your screen, or down in the description section down below. But that's going to do it. Brookline 2, Natick 1 from Memorial Field in Natick, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Remember, we've got the varsity match coming up right after this. That one is unlisted, so be sure to either track down the link or track down someone who has the link so you can watch that one. It's coming up next after this. But for this broadcast, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.